Excellent. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Joyful Joints. It is our final class for the month of June. And this entire month, we have been working toward strengthening the body, strengthening the physical body through utilizing our navel and awareness of our navel. So I've asked some of the participants, let me change the view here. Oops. Great, do that. So I've asked the participants who are here live to give me some idea of something that they would like to be working on today. And a couple of things that came up are opening of the shoulders and then some lower back stuff. So we're going to talk about, I'm going to get back to the lower back, but one thing I want you guys to remember is just by your presence in this class, just by the class of Joyful Joints coming into your awareness and you being open to joining in the class, you have already demonstrated a level of achieving or that is higher than the average bear. Okay, so we can already make the assumption that if you're here and you're here consistently, that you might just be an overachiever, which is fantastic because the world needs overachievers, okay? But it needs for overachievers to have balance. It needs for the overachievers not to go so far into their strengths that they then forget about their weaknesses or overdo it in their strengths that causes imbalance. Okay, so as we are coming to the navel, why did that happen this month? Because one of my weaknesses is navel strength. So as your teacher, I will tend to work toward my strengths and overdo them, which then hands you something which is overdone. So what I've been doing as a teacher, and this is why any of my teachers, anyone who's going to come through our Joy Makers program, the first thing we say is this is you walking the walk. In other words, you have to do the program with us because it's more than just knowing how to do movements and in what order and how many. It's about also then paying attention to where is the balance on your students and then where is the balance within you? Because if you show up as a teacher unbalanced, then you're going to show that to your students. So that's what the focus on the navel has been this month, is me realizing how far out of balance I've gotten and going, oh, I must have shared that with my students. So just a little background insight for you. The other thing is, so now when we go to talking about shoulders, and we're talking about shoulder openness, and when I ask, what does shoulder openness mean to you? I'm looking at the camera, I'm seeing this person, and I see a beautifully open chest. And what shoulder openness meant to her was this. So can you see that the top of my shoulder is now behind my ear? That's an overdone shoulder openness. And I've actually gone to hyper opened in the front and actually a little too closed and stressed and tensed in the back. So what we're looking for when in your mind you've been taught your whole life, open your shoulders, lift up your chest. You overachievers very likely took it too far, okay? So we're going to work on, for the response to shoulder openness, is more of an awareness that where my arm bone meets the body, that's my shoulder joint, should be directly in line underneath the hole where my ear is. And just again, for you overachievers, if you ever want to take a side picture, ultimately we should, without trying, the key is without trying, be able to align the whole of the ear, the top of the arm, the center of the rib cage. You can see my center rib cage is really wanting to fall forward today. So that's going to be an awareness to bring it back. The top of the leg bone, right? The center of the knee, and then this ankle bone. So you guys can look and assess, where am I today? If I were to relax, I'd be like this. And you can see how things fall out of alignment. So I need my joyful joints because I've come through a tired weekend, an exhausting actually couple of weeks. So let's see what we could use this as a reassess. How about that, you guys? You got the picture? I know Shai's out there, Lauren's out there. So we'll reassess Miss Paula's like tired body at the end. All right. So on that note, let's go ahead and get your movement. So if you said something about the lower back, there might be a movement where you can feel that it's tight or loose. Okay. And I believe we have all veterans here. So you guys can go ahead and do your own, figure out your assessment, your reassessment. Last week we did our squatting, which was fantastic. Some of you really had some nice improvements. So I would encourage you, especially if you don't like squatting, if you have pain in your knees, that's a great place to start, is how is my squat today? Okay, so check it out and make it that go right. It's the thing that you're most reluctant to do that you should be reassessing. Make sense? So we want to change the program in our head that says, oh, that hurts today, I'm not going to touch it. That's the whole point of being here, you guys. If it hurts so much you can't even do this, then I suggest you reassess it and see if it changed. Yes? All right. So not being afraid to look at those things that are super challenging for us. All right. Heck, let's do our thing. Let's start from the navel with breathing. From the navel with breathing. So check in. How are your ears to shoulders to ribs to hips? Okay, that alignment while you're sitting should be correct. And a lot of us love to take these ribs. See how they move forward now? That's a common thing, to have the center of the rib cage not over the center of where the legs are. So pulling that back can help a lot with the lower back and with the shoulders having to compensate by pulling back so we don't fall over, right? Pulling that rib cage back. All right. So with your hands on your belly, we inhale, we hold our breath. As you inhale, we expand our body like a balloon. You allow your body to expand like a balloon, especially here in the belly. After you hold your breath, we exhale and our belly will contract or deflate, all right? And we're going to deflate it, contract it to deflate it today. Then just let go to do the expansion. Are you ready? Bring the air in and out through your nose. That's important. In and out through your nose. Exhale to get ready. And now begin. Inhale, expand. Then hold your breath. Exhale, contract. Feel that belly contracting right into the navel. Hold. Inhale, expand. Let that belly go. Hold. Exhale, contract. Good. And then hold. Inhale, expand. Hold. Exhale, contract. Beautiful. Hold. Inhale. Hold and exhale. And hold. Good. Relax and breathe normally. Let your hands rest on your lap. Just close your eyes and observe your breath. Observe the air moving in and out of your body without effort, without control. See what it's doing all on its own, without effort. Breath should be effortless. Excellent. Did anyone here choose a mental or an emotional thing to reassess today? A stress level? If not, does anybody, are you guys aware of the calmness that has started to come into your body just from that basic breathing? Mm-hmm. You can give me a thumbs up if you felt it. Cool. Awesome. So again, one of the themes over this weekend, by the way, for those of you that are here live, when we're finished today, I will do a Q&A. You guys can ask me lots of questions about the Olympic trials. We can talk about gymnastics a little bit later. But one of the things that came up was, again, if something is so simple like breathing, just stopping to breathe with intention for less than 2 minutes can give you a thumbs up on the peace that's in your body Why would we not do it, right? You guys do it. You show up every week. I'm talking about, do you notice the people around you, or in what ways do you sometimes know that something's good for you, but just can't quite get over that hump to do it or to utilize it or implement it? And that's all a function of will and strength in the body. Okay. You have to have enough willfulness, enough strength to make you do the things that make you feel better. Does that make sense? Improving and transforming is a function of how strong is your will to do it. You guys have achieved that to a very high level. And of course, as overachievers, we'll always find the places where we haven't achieved it yet. So give yourself a pat on the back, be kind to yourself. Okay, so now let's do the breathing where we hold the navel tight, where we hold the navel tight. Okay, are you ready? Let's squeeze as if the navel is a black hole. Put the navel back in the center of your body. Try not to let it fall out the front, but put that navel black hole in the center of your body. And then what does the black hole do? It's got a lot of gravity and it pulls everything toward it. Okay, so as you're sitting tall, you ready? Inhale and squeeze everything. Let everything draw to the navel as you inhale. Hold. Now exhale, keep that drawn to the navel. Good. Let everything draw right into that navel. Inhale. Good. Let that back expand. We know that's what happens now. Exhale. Out and in through the nose. Again, inhale. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Come on. Exhale. Yes, you guys. Wonderful. 2 more. Inhale. Come on, draw to that center. Draw to that center. Exhale. Beautiful. 1 more. Inhale. Come on, hold that navel. Exhale. Hold that navel. And then relax. Breathe normally. Close your eyes and observe your breath. Observe your body. Does anyone out there notice a tension or a strength in your belly at the moment? Anybody feel that strength? Thumbs up if you've got it. Yeah. So again, just a simple breathing technique can, boom, strengthen your core. When your core is strong, you have more of the will to do stuff. You just have that, they talk about a gut check. When you're in a really stressful situation and you have to do a gut check, how much energy is actually there for you to push through and get through that hard thing. Okay, so there you go. Bravo, everyone. Now let's take that and let's start our movement. Let's start from the eyes and let's give our eyes a really nice chance to wake up. So yeah, glasses off, get outside of those frames as much as you can, kids. Eyes reach up and let's circle around to your right. 1, 2, 3. Make it smooth and hold your navel. 5, 6. So you have at least 3 things to think about now. Circle the eyes. 8. Hold the navel and make it smooth. 9, 12, 14, and the last one. Good. So my brain was doing 1 too many things and couldn't count. Okay, shall we go the other direction? Ready? Reach up and around to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, anything that's going on with the eyes, imagine you have now just brought the dust cloud of congestion out from your eyes, out from your brain, out from your sinuses. All of that sitting here in front of you like a little dust cloud. Pick up your hands, take that dust cloud and compress it. Compress it into a tiny little ball. You know how you pack a snowball? Pack it really, really tiny. Good. Now it's going to sit there in front of you. Take your hands. Imagine your hands are like violet, like violet lightning. And we're gonna smash that ball. Just smash it and get rid of it. There you go. And then wipe your hands. Cool. Anybody see better? Anybody have more of a lightness in your head?
Yep.
Cool. Love it. Give me thumbs up if you feel a difference. And you don't always have to. Remember, it might be for you, it might not. Good. All right. So recheck now, whatever it was you were reassessing today. Recheck. Have that low back, bit shoulders. Some of you were doing something mental. Some of you were doing your squats. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your reassess?
It's a positive.
Neutrals up. Great. Great. Okay, lovely. Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, so the next one is going to our, actually let's do peripheral vision today. So what I'd like you to do is put your 2 fingers here in front of you. And I want you to look and focus on your fingernails, okay? Let's say the right eye is gonna focus on the right fingernail and the left eye is gonna focus on the left fingernail, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep your eyes right here in this spot, but then watch your fingers go out to the side also. And then pull them back together into focusing on the fingernails. Open and close. So you're looking in your direct vision as long as you can, and then you see your peripheral vision and how wide can it go? Open that peripheral vision and bring it back. Open that peripheral vision and bring it back. 3 more times. Open and focus. 2 and focus. 1 more. Focus, and before you do anything else, is your navel still active or did you let it splat? There. I know, darn it. How do we always know that our navel fell out into our lap? Yeah, so we're gonna try to make it so that that navel sits in the center of our body without effort, okay? That it just becomes our natural resting state. For some of us, that's gonna take some work in order to do it enough to get out of our belly falling out imbalance, all right? But we're gonna make it happen, aren't we? Yes, all right. So good job with that peripheral vision, you guys. Now let's go ahead and move into our head. So with your throat drawn to the back of your neck, do your chicken neck forward and backward. Your chicken neck forward and backward. So this is like taking the ear hole, sending it in front of your shoulder and behind your shoulders. In front of your shoulders and behind your shoulders. So that when we're done doing our chicken neck, we're gonna stop and hopefully those ear holes will sit right over the top of your shoulders. You're gonna go talk to all your friends about ear holes? They'll think you're bad. All right, so now that we've got our ears aligned with our shoulders, take that same alignment, right? And we're gonna tip one ear up to the ceiling and then tip the other ear up to the ceiling. Now, the idea is that as you do this, they don't move out of that alignment with your shoulder. Side to side. And this is very directly related to our peripheral vision and how that goes. How's the navel? Still working like a black hole in the center of your body? That'd be great. Ah, very good. I see some improvement out there. Peggy's making some good improvement on these head tilts. Good job. Excellent. Okay, and then let's do our head turns. So again, keep the ears aligned and just let the head rotate above that beautiful neck. Beautiful, beautiful long neck. Good. I've had an interesting experience with some massage therapists who really believe that they're trying to work out knots when they feel this area of my body. I have a theory because it's really uncomfortable when they do it and it feels like they're pushing on my bones, not on any muscle knots. I'm not aware of stress there, but it could be. And I'm just wondering if all of this lifting and lengthening and strengthening the neck is something they're not used to feeling. So we'll ponder that for a while. Let's now move our head up and down. So again, let's keep the ears aligned with the shoulder, but tip the crown of the head. Tip your crown backward and forward while the ears remain centered. That's tricky. Good, 2 more. Nice, I really like what I'm seeing. Good morning, Amy. So you made it, your computer let you make it. Good job. Excellent. Okay, beautiful, yes. All right, so let's go to that mental state. After we did our breathing, we've kind of felt how our brain was being active or calming or peaceful. Where's your peacefulness level now? Is it becoming more peaceful still? Good. And sometimes in that peacefulness comes a very clear message about what needs to be on our to-do list, right? It's not just a bunch of things running around, but it's like, oh, I know that as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to do A, B, C. Good. Now go ahead and reassess your body things, see how we're feeling. Great. How's the shoulder coming? The sensation of it? Great. And does that make clear? Does it make sense about the alignment portion? Super. Yeah. Sometimes going in the opposite direction of what we think is correct is really what opens us up. Good job, you guys. Okay. So let's go ahead and move down to the chest. We'll find the heart. We've not done collarbone circles for a while. So let's touch our collarbones and your heart. Notice how they're different. The collarbones are independent of the heart, which is the heart is the sternum and the ribs themselves. So that whole chest area should be independent of what the collarbones do. So let's see if our heart can remain quiet while our collarbones travel forward, up, and around. Can you move the collarbones without lifting or moving the heart? And then once you think you've got it, rest your hands on your lap. Good. Very nice, you guys. So I think the majority of the world, or a lot of the world, doesn't have the ability to move their collarbones. And what we know is when muscles are not working, they turn to beef jerky. And that's when the massage therapist is always trying to loosen it up for you. Reverse the circles. I don't know, Shai, we'll have to compare notes on that some other time. Back up and forward, something to think about. Nice, you guys. Woohoo! And release. Wow. I saw so much mobility out there from the group. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Now let's go back to the heart. Yes. And imagine deep inside. So right behind this flat bone, right behind your sternum is your physical heart, right? The thing that pumps the blood all around your body. And right next to that are your lungs. And as your lungs, as your breath expands and contracts, that gives a massage to your heart. Cool? So if we let our lungs massage the heart, and then we let those lungs roll around the heart, we're going to let that heart be stimulated. Good. So you can do hands where you want. Just don't hold your elbows so close into your sides. The armpits need to be loose and released. So wherever you feel a relaxation of the collarbone would be correct. Yes. Roll those lungs around your heart. What if we pause on one side and really take a nice deep breath with our strong black hole navel? Some of your navels fell out. And then go to the other side. Hold that navel strong and do a nice whole breath. Make sure your lungs moved around the heart. You didn't just turn your head. Your collarbones are still relaxed. Good. So that's kind of, yes, let's try that now more from side to side. you'll feel, remember this area in the back that we're teaching how to expand with breath? That's part of the musculature that makes our body rotate. So it should feel like you're not just pulling backwards to turn, but the opposite side is pushing forward. Yeah? So one side of the ribs is pulling back, the other side is pushing forward. Yes, very good. Very good. And then just notice what that's doing around your eyes. If your eyes are becoming more tense, then we haven't relaxed our collarbones yet, or we're wringing out some junk. All right, good job, you guys. Do that a little quicker now. Can you rotate quicker with the same muscles working and not just throw yourself into a low back rotation? Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're going to be working on next month is speed, because we want things to be able to function quickly, but we can't start there. We have to get them functioning properly first. And then one of our next things is working the speed. So I don't know about you guys, but my navel got worked really strongly and I'm feeling my core muscles right now. Is anybody else feeling their core muscles warming up or awake and alive at least?
Yeah.
Good. Good, good, good. If not, do this class again and see if you can go a little deeper into that, because that was like pretty nifty. I'm kind of excited about it. All right, guys. So let's take our arms and let's do some arm circles. Let's just let them dangle. We've been doing our Egoscue arms, haven't we? Yeah. So what let's do today, I'm going to scooch over here so I don't hit anything. Let's start with big circles. Big circles. Keep your ears over your shoulder, because sometimes we circle in our head, does chicken neck. This is the time to hold it still, and also our navel stays in the center of our body. Now make those circles get smaller and smaller and smaller until they're going really fast. Fast, 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 fast. I'm bouncing and my navel fell out as soon as I tried to go fast. Did you see it? And relax. Phew. That's fun. Let's try forward circles then. So big forward circles. See if you can keep your ears in line, your ribs in line, your navel doing the black hole, and then make those circles smaller and smaller until they're going really, really fast and really, really small. Oh, my navel wanted to jump out again. I gotta keep it there. What? And relax. Woo, that was fun. Good. And let's go ahead and shake those hands out. Shake those hands out. Beautiful. And let's do dolphin with our hands. Flex your wrist, curl your fingers, dive them down and stretch them back up. So like a dolphin jumping through the waves. Good. Joy makers, this is how things keep going. Yeah, we're going to do wrist, but then there's a new exercise that appears out of nowhere. Look, dolphin hands. Not that we haven't done something like it before. We just never called it dolphin hands. Oh, that's tiring. 2 more. Come on. Lead with the fingertips. Woo! And shake those out. Close and open those hands. Bravo. All right, you guys, reassess and then make your way to standing. Reassess what you're working on.
Sure.
Great. Thank you. Come back and give us the sign. How'd you do? How's that low back? Good. Okay, great, great, great. Wonderful. You guys are so much fun to play with every week. Have I told you that? All right. Stand with your feet apart. Say hello to your leg bones. So again, here's this. You guys want to check my reassess? I'm holding right now. If I relax, there's my relax.
It's better.
Different from the beginning, right? So this isn't wanting to fall out nearly as much. That's what we're talking about. We work at the nervous system level. So when I relax, things don't fall out of place so easily. Wow. Captured that on video, didn't we, guys? All right. Take the thighs, the hip, which is currently where? Underneath. We're going to hold that navel, that black hole navel should be back in the center of your body. If it's really spilled out far, you're going to have to really work hard to put it back in the center of your pelvis. Very good. This is very different from let me put my navel all the way back to my spine. I can't even do that one anymore because then you get this like curvy thingy backwards. So navel in the middle of your body, and that leg bone, the top of your leg bone is right underneath the middle of your body. So that's what's circling. It's circling out to the front of you and around to the back. Hip circles. Good. Let's do today with very straight legs. Very straight legs. Don't let your knees participate in the hip circles. Good. Beautiful. Is that navel solid? Because we're not pushing our navel out, we're holding it. We're pushing our hips around. Good. Reverse the circles and have a big smile on your face. There you go. Bring that smile back because we don't want to work too hard all the time, do we? There you go. That'll be something for our joy makers to pay attention to. As overachievers ourselves, we got to watch our students so they don't overwork. All right. Good job, you guys. And then let's just do little sits. Little sits. Hold that navel in. Good. I know some of you last week thought this was about the greatest exercise ever. You felt the work in your legs. Keep that navel in the middle. Drop your sits bones. Let's go. Drop, 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 drop. Good. Wow. Are your ears still aligned with your shoulders? Still aligned with the ribs? The navel is in the body. That's what we do. We just cycle through sometimes. Other times we don't cycle through at all. We just let it happen. Yes, I hope your legs are getting tired. I hope so. Good. We would want those muscles to be on and working. All right, you guys, good job. Put your feet together. Let those ankles touch each other and place your hands on your knees. Good job. And then go around in circles. Good. So the reasons we would want to not do any exercise are only in the instances of really sharp pain or a pain that is increasing quickly, right? If it's just your normal everyday pain and then you reassess better, that's an okay feeling to have while you're working. Reverse the circles. Good job, you guys. Smooth and relaxed with our smiles. You got it. Excellent. Ah, beautiful. All right, shake those legs out. Cool. Let's do ankle tilts and toe pulls today. So take a step forward with your right foot. Wonderful. Good. Also, if you're having a high pain day and then you are reassessing worse as you go along, that's a reason not to. Some of you are going to have reassess positively and then go through a period of feeling more sore. That's part of this process. If its soreness lasts more than 3 days, you overdid it. Okay? So keep that in mind. Right foot forward. Let's take that foot, tip it over, and bring it back. Good. And this is an isolation of the ankle. We should not be moving our hips or trying to pull with our knee and having your knee get all funky. The leg stays still. The ankle tips over. You guys are rock stars. You can always tell too, when I've been around gymnastics, my level of detail kind of goes through the roof. So you can discard anything that's driving you crazy, switch feet. You know that's what it is, right? You go to the grocery store, there's a whole bunch of stuff available for you. What do you have to do? Choose the things that you want that serve you. You don't buy everything in the store. It's the same thing going through these classes, right? I'm going to throw out a bunch of stuff. It's your job to extract what works for you. Okay? So I know that's a sign of an overachiever. You want to know everything and understand everything and do it all, but it's not like that. This is like grocery store fitness. Good. How's that foot doing? Is it going all by itself? Good. How many of you giggled and your ankle started moving better? Ah, not working so hard. That's what that's all about. Good job. All right, let's take our feet wide and we'll do our medial ankle tilts, which is to the inside. So you're going to sit on one leg and take that ankle in, and put it back. In and put it back. In. Great. In and put it back. 2 more times. Bravo. Yeah, check the ears to the shoulders to the navel. This is where the navel likes to fall out. Switch sides. Take that ankle in and 2. Bravo. 3, 4, 5. Good job. How's those ears aligned with the rest of your body up there, Miss Peggy? There you go. How's that navel? You got this. Excellent. And bring your feet together. Hold something if you need to. Remember, put your hands on a chair, countertop, flip one foot upside down. Good. Again, reminder, this becomes easier if you put it up on top of a pillow or something. The angle is a little better, but we'll stretch. Stretching open the front of your ankle. Be sure not to just crunch your toes up. Stretch the ankle. Bravo. Swing your knee out to the side so you're pressing more on the big toe line. Good. For those of you that are ballerinas, this is where we do our turnout position. And then go to your pinky toe. And for those of you who are ballerinas, you're cringing because this is our sickle foot. We're taught never to do this, but we need to know it. Good. Now just roll back and forth. Roll back and forth across the top of that foot. Good. And then shake it out really good. All right, other side. Hold on to your whatever. Flip that foot upside down and stretch. Stretch to the top of that foot. Wonderful. Wow, beautiful. I love it. Nan, great job with the props and the assistance. Swing your knee out to the side. Stretch down right through that big toe. Check your navel. Mine was falling out again. Remember, it's in the center of your body and everything's going there like a black hole. So that should bring the ribs in with it. Pinky toe. This is where we have to check our solar plexus, some of us. Get that solar plexus to come back into the gravity station. There you go. And then roll back and forth across the foot. Good. Are you still smiling or are some of you cringing because your toes are so sore? And kick that out, you guys. Wonderful. And then we said last week, it's important to keep our feet strong. So check your alignment. Navel, ears, shoulder. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, but the shoulder openness is gorgeous. Change nothing. Just live here. No more hard working to there. You got it? It's perfect. So now we're going to drive down through our feet. Drive down through the balls of your feet. Did your navel fall out or did anything fall out the front to get you up there? Keep it engaged. There you go. Check your ears over your shoulders. Can you go up and down on your tiptoes? Maintaining that alignment. It's also this hip. This hip likes to fly way out in front of us to go on our tiptoes. We need to keep that hip back, back. The more you hold it back, the more the navel naturally has to draw in. Bravo. 3 more times. Some of you, your calf muscles might be feeling this today, huh? And again, this is all about walking. Every time I take a step, I pick up my foot. The only way I can go forward is if this foot has the strength to push me there. So anybody who wants to keep that walking going on, there you go. All right, everybody, please recheck, reassess. This is your final reassess of the day. So when you give us your thumbs up or thumbs down, this is where we're going to see if we need to go back and repeat. Neutrals, all right. Great. I see improvements. Bravo, everyone. Huh. Touching the floor? You're kidding me. All right. Cool. Very cool, you guys. Wonderful. All right. So that's going to finish, wow, our class for the day. Reminder, what happens if we ended on a down? What do? Go back and do something that gave you a plus. Okay, right. Beautiful. What a lovely strengthening month of June this has been. I hope that those of you who are following along the recordings can kind of do those in order because we really did a great job this month of building through to an end. And that is a goal for us as we move forward with our Joyful Joints program, having an intention set for each month. So look forward to what it might be in July. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to you guys on the recording. Stick around if you want to have a chat after class. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.